The council chamber of the Galactic Federation hung in the void like a crystal jewel, its translucent walls offering a view of 1,000 star systems. Inside, Ambassador Elsa Chen stood before the assembled delegates, her knuckles white as she gripped the podium. "The Zelthor Collective has destroyed 17 human colony ships," she said, her voice steady despite the rage burning in her chest. 2,000 civilians, children, and you dare call it a navigational error? The Zelthor representative, a towering insectoid creature with iridescent carapace, clicked its mandibles in what passed for laughter among its kind. "Ambassador Chen, your species inhabits a Class 12 death world. You should understand that weaker species must sometimes be cleared from valuable space lanes. It is the natural order." Around the chamber, delegates from a dozen species nodded their agreement: the soft-bodied Quillari, the floating gas entities of Marn, the crystalline Vex, all of them looking at Elsa with that same expression she'd seen for 5 years, condescending. Pity mixed with barely concealed disgust. Deathworlders, that's what they called humans. Barbarians from a planet so hostile that it had forged them into something the galaxy couldn't understand. Too aggressive, too emotional, too dangerous. "The natural order," Elsa repeated slowly. She touched the communication device at her collar. "Captain Zia, did you get that?" In orbit above the council station, Captain Zia Okafor sat in the command chair of the UHNS Indomitable, humanity's first true warship. He was young for a captain, only 32, but his eyes held the weight of Earth's history. Every war, every struggle, every time humanity had been pushed to the brink and refused to break. "I got it, Ambassador," Zia said quietly. Around him, the bridge crew tensed. They'd been waiting for this moment. "Ready on your order." Back in the council chamber, Elsa straightened her shoulders. "For 5 years I've stood here and listened to your insults. You've denied us trade routes, blocked our expansion, refused our applications for protected status, all because we come from a world where the gravity crushes your bones, where the atmosphere would poison your lungs, where predators hunt and prey fights back. Exactly why you don't belong," the Zelthor began. "I'm not finished." Elsa's voice cut through the chamber like a blade. "You call us barbarians, but when the Kresh Plague threatened the outer colonies, who developed the cure? Humans. When the Quillari station depressurized, who sent rescue ships through an asteroid field to save your people? Humans. We've given the galaxy nothing but cooperation, and you've given us nothing but contempt." She leaned forward, and something in her expression made even the towering Zelthor representative step back. "So let me tell you about the natural order of Deathworlders. We don't start fights, but we finish them." The chamber erupted in outraged clicks, hums, and chirps. The council overseer, a dignified Vex whose crystalline body pulsed with indignant light, raised its appendages for silence. "Ambassador Chen, are you threatening this council?" "No," Elsa said. "I'm informing you. The human government has officially withdrawn from the Galactic Federation, and Captain Zia, you are cleared for Operation Reckoning." Zia's fingers moved across his command console. "Weapons free. All ships execute Alpha Protocol." The Deathworld fleet materialized from slipspace like vengeful ghosts. 50 warships, each one a product of humanity's unique evolution, designed to withstand forces that would tear apart any Federation vessel. They'd been built in secret, in the asteroid fields where no soft species dared venture. The Indomitable led the formation, its railguns charging with enough kinetic energy to shatter moons. "Targeting Zelthor military installations," Zia's tactical officer reported. 37 confirmed locations across their home system. "Sir, they're scrambling their fleet," another officer called out. 200 vessels inbound. Zia allowed himself a cold smile. The Zelthor had the numbers, but they'd never fought anyone who'd evolved on a planet where survival meant constant warfare against the environment itself, where predators had learned to use tools, where prey had learned to think. "Fire!" The railgun spoke with thunder. Tungsten rods accelerated to a fraction of light speed, carrying the fury of a species that had climbed from caves to stars despite a world that tried to kill them at every turn. The Zelthor military stations bloomed into brief, brilliant flowers of destruction. The alien fleet closed in, their plasma weapons lighting up the void. But human ships danced through the barrage with reflexes honed by evolution on a high-gravity world. Point defense systems, designed by a species that had learned to track flying predators and thrown spears, swatted aside incoming fire with contemptuous ease. "Their shields are holding," Tactical reported. "Then we go through them," Zia said. "Ramming speed." The Indomitable surged forward, its reinforced hull, built to withstand Earth-crushing gravity, smashing through Zelthor shields like they were paper. The enemy flagship broke apart under the impact. In the council chamber, the delegates watched in horror as their view screens showed the battle. The proud Zelthor collective, masters of 3-star systems, was being dismantled by these supposed barbarians. "Stop this!" the Overseer demanded. "Ambassador Chen, call off your fleet." Elsa's expression remained hard as diamond. "You declared us unworthy of basic rights because we're from a death world. Now you'll learn what that really means. We don't wage war like you do, with honor and ceremony. We wage it to win." Within 3 hours, the Zelthor collective surrendered. Their military infrastructure lay in ruins. Their fleet was scattered debris, and they'd lost exactly 0 civilian lives because humans, despite everything, still valued those. Zia's voice came through Elsa's communicator. "Ambassador, the Zelthor are requesting terms." "Tell them the terms are simple," Elsa said, her eyes sweeping across the stunned council. "Full reparations for the colony ships, a formal apology, and a new treaty, one that recognizes humans as equals, not animals." She turned to the council overseer. "That goes for all of you. We tried peace, we tried diplomacy, but if the only language you understand is strength, then we'll speak it fluently, because we're Deathworlders, and we've had enough." The crystal walls of the council chamber reflected 1,000 stars, but for the first time they also reflected the truth. Humanity had arrived, and the galaxy would never be the same